But thank you all for coming out tonight. This next match is a tag team match. And it is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Clarity, Texas, weighing in at 185 pounds, representing Path to Clarity, the damn problem, Ziggy Winston.
Ziggy Winston making his way to the ring.
Tag team partner from Prince George's County, Maryland, weighing in at 165 pounds, Nate Storm.
Well, Nate Storm teaming up with Ziggy Winston. Saw a little bit earlier this week that Nate Storm doesn't really buy into the hocus pocus mumbo jumbo of Path to Clarity. But Nate Storm told me whatever it takes to get in that ring and prove himself, he's willing to do. And he's going to take any shortcut he can, especially with Ziggy in his corner.
And you know, Nate Storm now getting more experience in that ring. If you don't forget, just a short while ago, he teamed up with Duke Fairfax. And tonight now with Ziggy Winston, a barrage of characters that he has had the opportunity to tag with here within AAPW.
Yeah, strange bedfellows for Nate Storm, who I'm told is not related to Rory Storm, but hey, listen, could be. I can see a family resemblance if you squint.
Slight.
Their opponents, introducing first, from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 200 pounds. He is the whistle man, the man of music, Uncle Huck. And his tag team partner, hailing from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 200 carats of Apollo Pure Gold.
And this is the team to watch. David, if you're not familiar, Apollo Gold, a prospect on rising, a real blue chipper, but listen to the dulcet tones playing himself and his partner to the ring, Uncle Huck. I mean, he is musically gifted. And David, just listen to this music.
Absolutely beautiful to hear. And Eric, an awesome night of professional wrestling action that we get to see tonight. And hey, why not throw in a little bit of a live concert as well?
We get live music, we get pro wrestling, and we get drag queens all at Slam and Glam. David, it's too much for me to handle.
The perfect mix here within Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. The lovely tunes from Huck, the lovely dance moves from Apollo Gold.
Oh, come on! Now what the hell? And Nate Storm and Ziggy Winston, I think, had enough, using that second rope like a weapon there, leaning in so you can see at home on Twitch and on YouTube. I want to thank you for joining us. This action continues, but yeah, Apollo Gold and Uncle Huck are not going to take this lying down. Ducking the clothesline. Back and forth, and then they go over the top. And Nate Storm and Ziggy Winston are going to have to reconvene, rethink, and come up with another game plan.
Beautiful double drop kicks from Apollo Gold and Huck. And they are now getting the AAPW audience excited for them going against Nate Storm and Ziggy here tonight.
Ziggy is going to recuperate on the outside, a 7-time tag team champion here at AAPW. And Nate Storm, hey, he's just going to follow the lead of the veterans when he's in a match like this. And Ziggy's telling him, get him. Well, it's not working. Oh, drop kick to the back right into those ropes. And Apollo Gold. Oh, the kick to the face as Bones Crew comes in with the sub. Bones Crew, this one's for you.
Beautiful move by Apollo Gold. He's now looking at Huck. And, you know, Nate Storm now almost becoming the sacrificial lamb, so to speak, for Ziggy Winston.
Interestingly put, indeed, David. And, you know, Ziggy is the only other member of the Path to Clarity fronted by Dramadeus. Here's a cover. And Dramadeus we're going to see a little later on tonight against Bull Madrid in singles action. Those two have had it out for each other, looking to lock horns. But here, Ziggy Winston, you got to think about it. If Ziggy has a victory here, could see some new recruits coming our way here through the path to clarity. But that's a tall order as Uncle Huck is putting the boots to Ziggy, charging in the hip attack. Sad Battery with the subscription, and we're getting fired up here at Slam and Glam.
Absolutely. And you know, I actually talked to Nate Storm a little bit earlier on this evening, and I asked him as we have Huck going for a cover. And a kick out there by Ziggy. When I asked Nate Storm, what are you thinking by teaming with Ziggy here tonight? Before he can even give me a response, Ziggy came with one of the Path to Clarity
the pamphlets? Yeah.
And handed it to him, and Nate didn't say a word after that.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't believe in what it is, but Nate Storm is willing to do whatever it takes to win. Just like this!
Vicious clothesline there by Nate Storm.
Taking the head off of Uncle Huck. That tandem offense. A little bit of a cheap shot. Oh, and Ziggy giving it to the crowd.
No love lost there from Ziggy Winston with the
not.
AAPW audience.
No, and I think maybe perfectly matched here with Nate Storm, who's a big fan of Nate Storm. I think he might be his one and only member of his fan club. But he's just trying to find his way here in that impressionable young mind. That's exactly what the Path to Clarity has looked to pick up here. And Ziggy putting the boots, well, the feet, into Uncle Huck and slowing it way down with this headlock, David.
Uncle Huck now reaching out, trying to get Apollo Gold, trying to reach for that tag, but Ziggy, again, showing that experience now as a former tag team champion, just dividing the ring in half.
Back and forth, ducking the line. Uncle Huck. Oh! Yeah, I think he was looking maybe for that headbutt, and Ziggy picked him off with a big drop kick. Only a 2 count there. You know, you have those pinfalls, David, those covers that you're looking for, what looks like the middle of the match. It's the kind that you know aren't going to put your opponent away, but it's the humiliation and showing that you're just in the driver's seat against them. Does a lot of psychological damage.
Absolutely.
Oh, tandem offense. And this might do it. Here's a cover. Not a lot on the cover, and kick out by Uncle Huck.
And you know, you talked about Nate Storm trying to gain some experience. What about Uncle Huck and Apollo Gold tonight? They are not looking to sacrifice anything, no pun intended with the Path to Clarity reference, but they are not looking to sacrifice anything. They want to get just as much experience and become a vicious tag team here within AAPW as well.
No, you're absolutely right. Apollo Gold has been making waves on Rising, a guy that a lot of people have earmarked
gone by 5 minutes
to do big things here in AAPW, and looking at any opportunity he could get to get on Heatwave to show up and show out here tonight.
As we see Nate Storm giving his own flexing impression there to Apollo Gold.
And Nate Storm told me he's going to be a body guy in 2026. I said I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, we still have about 9 months to go, so.
Good, just enough time for him then. Clothesline takes down Uncle Huck. Oh, and you see Nate Storm wisely. I mean, that was great veteran instinct to drag Uncle Huck back to the middle of the ring, closer to his corner. Oh, come on. Disrespectful cover. And right into a choke. Referee David's going to have to get right in there. Count this off.
You mentioned the experience there, the instinct from Nate Storm to drag Uncle Huck back over into that corner. You have to wonder if Ziggy maybe coached him up a little bit.
Yeah, you know, it's Nate Storm is really competent in the ring. He's young, so there's a lot of green instinct there, a lot of not knowing your placement. Oh! But he has been in perfect placement all match long. Another cover. And he and Ziggy have been working as a great team here, David.
Absolutely. Uncle Huck now continuing to try to reach over for Apollo Gold and try to make that tag.
You see the frustration from Nate Storm going for cover after cover. It's not going to get it done, but hey, he's going to put the boots, lay the leather into Uncle Huck, tag to Ziggy.
Don't dismiss those quick covers. Kicking out, that takes a lot out from your endurance.
It's a lot of energy.
Exactly.
It's a lot of energy. You're absolutely right. But you know what saps your energy even faster? Double suplex.
Absolutely.
Here's another cover. Only 2, and Apollo Gold is desperate to get in this ring. Apollo Gold is getting fired up. He's trying to get Uncle Huck to make this tag. But I think that might be easier said than done here. Reaching out. Oh, those 12-6 elbows by Ziggy. Those are knockout blows.
Once again, we're seeing Ziggy, that former tag team champion, showcasing that natural instinct. And there, once again, Eric, dragging Huck into the corner.
Yeah, smart. And the disrespect to Apollo Gold, you got to think that this was the game plan for Ziggy and Nate here. Just Uncle Huck, seclude him, negate completely Apollo Gold, and so far that's what they've been doing is, oh, look at the power!
Beautiful Olympic slam there from Uncle Huck.
But that might have been it. Uncle Huck looks down and out, trying to crawl to his corner here. Oh, he's out of energy. Listen to that crowd. The crowd trying to get Apollo Gold into this. Uncle Huck reaching up. And there's the tag. Apollo Gold top rope. Here comes Nate Storm with a drop kick. Apollo Gold with the power. That clean snatch belly to belly. Rising knee lift. Short arm toss. Oh, and Nate Storm does not want to get caught here. Flying clothesline. And Apollo Gold is rolling. Oh!
Kicking Nate Storm right into the corner. And then a beautiful clothesline, and Apollo Gold coming in like a house of fire.
Oh, and you see that Apollo Gold with the quick tag. What a moonsault! Uncle Huck to the top! Diving elbow! The cover. Oh, and Ziggy knew exactly where to be to break that up, David.
The barefoot right to Uncle Huck to break up that pin, and a beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Yeah, I mean, that snapped his head way back. Oh, and look at this. Flatliner Uncle Huck in control. Oh, and Nate Storm walking right into it here. Oh, right in the damn eyes. Right in the damn eyes of Uncle Huck. Nate Storm. Oh! The neck breaker, middle of the ring. Oh, and Nate Storm picks up the big win for his
Here
team.
are your winners. The team of The Damn Problem, Ziggy Winston and Nate Storm.
Eric, can you say a shocker to a degree?
Yeah.
Nate Storm.
I absolutely agree. Out of nowhere.